Alright, this video we're going to be talking about the Draft Cup tournament I'm holding that, hopefully goes great. The core concept is I'm going to open 5 platinum packs and the 5 players in it, Dalamar, Delial, Piggyman, SirSmokes and Akiyama, listing them in order of sign up. It's a 5-player tournament. We'll each open a pack, a platinum pack. I'm going to screenshot each pack as we open them, and they're going to then, each person will take a card from the pack they open and pass the pack to the next listed person. So we're first going to open Dalamar's pack. I'm going to send him the cards. He's going to pick a card, and in the meantime, all the others will have picked a card from their packs as well. And then he'll pass the remaining 4 cards to Delial, who will choose one of the remaining cards. Piggyman will choose from 3, Smokes from 2, Akiyama from 1. He'll get whatever card is left. But each person will see a pack of 5 cards, a pack of 4, of 3, of 2, of 1, and we're going to see who can make the best hands. In the meantime, I'm also going to be trying to guess what the hands we're going to see are, because I think that'll be more fun for me, which is not the point, but kind of the point. So we're going to open our first plat pack. This is going to be the pack Dalamar sees. So I'm going to type up pack 1. We have 5A68, A474, 77A5, 7976, and A387. Now, Dalamar is picking from this pack. I think 77A5 is the most powerful card here. I think there's a certain type of player that would prefer 7976, and Dalamar often likes up-down cards or side-to-side cards. I'm not sure which would be the preference between Orin and 5A68, but I think both of them are awkward enough. Like A487 is a lot better than A387. I'm going to slot in Dalamar as taking the 77A5 here. And let's move on to the... Oh, I have to screenshot. Alright. I'm also taking this video as proof that I, did the proper pack buying. So Dalamar starts with that pack. So that's going to be pack 1, and he will pass the second card to Delial. We're now moving to Delial. This is pack 2, and he opens another 5A68, A757, 6A64, 4797, 8A62. Okay. I think A757, the A77 so far look like the best cards in the packs. So I'm going to say Deli takes A757. I should remember to screenshot. I'm going to miss on one of these, and that's another reason to take video, because I can go back and grab it. So I'm going to screenshot this, and Deli is also seeing the remain of Dalamar's pack, which you may or may not remember. It's 5A68, A474, 7976, and A387. I think there's a certain type of player who would take A474 there, because A474 and A757 gives you a starter plan, and there's no reason to believe other people will have lots of double numbers to cover that starter plan. So I think that's a defensible idea. But I think Deli would either balance with 5A68, or he would take 7976, which gives him both up-down and side-to-side double numbers, and gives him a lot of 7s to work with. I think Deli's taking 7976 there. And we will move on to our third pack opener, Piggyman. Alright, I'm going to start by remembering to screenshot. Not many level 10s in this one, so I think this is going to be a pretty easy pick. So pack 3, we're seeing A766, 456A, A448, a card I think Piggy likes, 664A, and 72A8. I think it's got to be A766 here. If it was Dalamar, I'd assume he wouldn't pick this, but I think this is clearly the best card here, and just very good card and a nice place to start. Doesn't commit you too much in any direction, so you feel like you can get balance. I think in general, you want to have your hand balanced 4 cards in, because the 5th card you have no control over. So I think you should not gamble on your 4th card. You should do, if either card slightly better fits directionally, you kind of got to grab at it. Alright, so I think Piggy's taking A766 out of this pack. From the previous pack, he has 5A68, 6A64, 4797, and 8A62. So I think 8A62 is pretty hard to take there. That's a little too similar to what Squall's giving you, Cloud's giving you. 6A64, all those sixes and the sixes up and down play kind of nicely with Cloud. I think Piggy likes synergy. I think Piggy's going to go 6A64 there. Wait, is it 6A64 or 646A? I wrote 6A64, but maybe that was wrong. Luckily, I took screenshots. No, it is 6A64. If it was 646A, it makes a lot more sense here. So you got two cards that are mainly right. Four, 7, 9, 7. I know the 7 lines up a bit, but I think Piggy's taking 6A64 there. I feel a little out there with that pick, but I'm picking that there. And then from pack 3, he has an option between 5A68, A474, and A387. I think that's a very annoying pack for him to open on the third pack. A474 and Cloud have that starter setup, much like Deli had the option to get. I think Piggy goes for the starter setup with A474. I think he'll take that with his third pick. Now we're going to open Smokes pack, and we will circle back to the people who didn't get to pick all 5. Or didn't in this kind of cycle of how I'm showing this. Hopefully this makes some sense. Multiple Clouds running around. Now you can't run duplicates, so you can't double pick Cloud. But I think, luckily, Smokes is going to take the Cloud from this pack. There's a chance Smokes really likes A9 corners and is like, 9 is better than 7. The double 3s and double 6s are doing similar duty. But I think Smokes is going to start with A766 as well. Did I get the screenshot? I did. And now I got to type up pack 4. Pack 4 is A394. We might see a lot of 8 starters. A766, 68A2, A933, 7479. So Smokes is taking A766 from this pack. Now from the previous pack, he has 456A, A448, 664A, and 72A8. Now, 72A8 is a decent card for the opposite corner, so it keeps him balanced. 664A, the 6s combine with both of Cloud's 6s, they can play off each other. A448, arguably the strongest card in a vacuum, though 72A8 has a case there, and 456A, Smokes is not picking. I think he could go any direction here. I think this is, except 456A, I think this is the most interesting pick we've seen so far. I think it's probably between 72A8, which is a strong opposite corner for Cloud, and it is taking level 10, or 664A, which maximizes potential combo synergy with Cloud, with same walls. I'm going to say he goes 664A. I'm really unsure there. I think that's an interesting pick. I'm curious what people would do in that spot. Alright, so Smokes now has A766 and 664A, and he sees a pack of 5A68, 4797, 8A62. Now, the 4797 is the best directionally, and the 5A68, again, hits a bunch of potential synergies. I think we, for the first time, have someone who takes a 5A68. Though I might be really wrong here, because he's really taking some risks on whether he'll get any downs. And then in pack 4, he's going to take Orin A387. It's not a great fit, but he's going to need some downs at this point. And for our final pack, interesting pack for Akiyama here. Because these aren't particularly good level 10s. So it's not like it's obvious that the level 10s are better than the level 9s. I think Akiyama takes 3A94 here, but I could be very mistaken. I really don't know. It's pack 5 and it's 3A94, 717A, 76A5, 9587, A728. So I think he's going to take 3A94. Then let's finish off what Akiyama has. So he sees the pack that Smokes got. He sees A394, could just amass A943s. 68A2, which is very similar directionally to what he has. A933 or 7479. I think he's taking another A9. And I think one thing about Akiyama I've noticed in his tournament hands is when there's two high-level cards, he often doesn't put them in opposite corners. He's fine having them in corners next to each other. He's okay with that kind of symmetricality. Asymmetricality. Then we have 456A, A448, and 72A8. He has corners for 1 and 7, and he's now seeing a pack that has corners for 3 and 9. This could be a very good draft for Akiyama. He might be the one who gets the cleanest hand pairing here. I think the A448 is actually the cleaner fit here. So I'm going to put the A448 in his hand. And then with 2 cards left, he has a choice between 4797 and 8A62. I think he'll just take 4797. That basically covers the last corner that his hand doesn't cover. And then he gets 5A68 as his final remaining card from pack 1. And he has 4 corners plus a side to side. He has a hand. He has a hand, and there's synergy there too. There's 4s and 3s that can same wall. Akiyama, early favorite based on the packs. So the last card Smokes is seeing. Did I do this all right? I think I did this right. So Akiyama, let's finish this Akiyama pack that we're looking at. He passes to Dalamar. Dalamar has 77A5. Now, I think you either pick 717A or A728 there. They balance the hand well. The 8 has some plus wall potential with the 7-5. I think he goes 717A. I think he's going to max out on 7s there. So now, Delial is seeing this pack. The first 2 cards on the left are taken. He has A757 and 7976. Oh, he would have really liked to see that 717A. If that gets to him, then I think he's pretty happy. As is. I think I'm going to put him on 9578. Or 9587. Not entirely sure. And so now Piggy's seeing this hand. And Piggy can choose between Kara or whatever it is, 76A5 Cryo, I guess, and A728. Piggy has Cloud, 6A64, A474. He really needs down and he really needs left. This draft for Piggy, at least my version of it, has not gone well. I think he has to take 76A5 and hope for something with left power. And that leaves A728 for Smokes, who has 3 A's facing up. Oh, I did not do a good draft for Smokes either. That's the last we'll see of this pack. Yeah, very suspicious. Okay. Now, the next pack Dalamar is seeing is the pack Smokes opened. Dalamar has 77A5 and 717A. 2 pretty good cards together, and he sees a pack of A394, 68A2, and 7479. I think the synergy of 7479 and 717A is not as good as it looks, but is pretty hard to turn down. So I think he goes 7479 there. Got to make sure he still gets some right power. Now, Delial sees the same pack. He has A757, 7976, and 9587. He could use some left, which he will not be seeing, A394 and 68A2. I think you gotta go to the big corner. I think he goes 68A2. And Dalamar is left. Or sorry, Piggyman's last card is A394. Piggy never does get his left power. I have drafted for him very badly. Piggy might end up with a really horrible hand here. And Smokes I've given a pretty bad hand. So I've either done a really bad job or they have very difficult spots to be in. Then Dalamar is going to see the hand pack Piggy opened. So Dalamar has 77A5, 717A, and 7479. He sees 456A and 72A8. I think he's taking the 7s. I have him on a 7-hand read, which leaves Deli with 456A. He did need some left. That is not a terrible card for him to end up with. It's not a great card, but it is what he needed most. Something like that. And then Dalamar's last card will be 8A62. This is my prediction. I think Dalamar and Delial will feel, maybe not when they see their hands, but once they see other hands, I think those two will feel, I think in order of how happy people should feel with their hands, based on my predictions, I think Akiyama is going to get the best hand, Dalamar the second best, Delial the third best. I'm going to say and Piggy and Smokes are just both going to be miserable. That's what I think is going to happen. Again, I only predicted this once, didn't look at, alternatives, but we've now opened the 5 packs. I will be sending them along to the players. We'll see what their picks are. But my prediction is Akiyama gets the best hand, Dalamar second best, Delial third best. I don't even know. Let's say Smokes fourth best, Piggy the worst hand. Hopefully they draft smarter than I just did here. But also, hopefully, I know it's hard to follow along because I wasn't showing graphics of what the hands looked like. I didn't have them. I was just looking at them written because I typed them out. Maybe there's some strategy to find here that you really want to try to balance your early picks. But I didn't with Akiyama. The first 2 picks were unbalanced, but the cards came. So maybe it is a difficult thing to do, and it's hard to identify when you've done well and when you've done badly. But I'm very curious how this turns out, and good luck to all the players. This will be published, well after the draft has happened. And I'm curious to see how it works. I think next time I do something like this, I might do something where you're drafting like 2 hands at once, so you have a little more room to maneuver and, not get stuck with horrible directional weaknesses, or be able to say, okay, I took an A77, I took another A77, I then took like a 9865, maybe the 9865 is in my other hand, right? And maybe it's the same corner as something I already had, have a little room to maneuver there, because there might be too limited room to maneuver. But we'll see. I'm curious. Hopefully this will be fun.